Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's not a huge week, but as always there's lots of exciting stuff to talk about. I'm going to start with the DC guys this week because it's Legacy Week, like I like to say. This is your latest issue of Action Comics by my man Dan Jurgens. All this Superman stuff has been really huge lately. So always encouraging you guys to jump in on the new Superbooks. Cool Crisis homage cover there. Batman Detective Comics, the one that launched Batman. This is number 950, big double-sized anniversary issue that starts the third arc of Detective here. Good stuff. And Wonder Woman rounds out your Legacy books, the other title that's been running for over 75 years. This one also starts a new story arc, so good time to jump in on the big three from the DCU. Always other news to talk about for the Batman. This is All-Star Batman number 7 by modern legend Scott Snyder. Cool Poison Ivy cover there. And Batgirl and the Birds of Prey rounds out your Bat books for the week. Lots of super stuff to talk about, like Supergirl or Superwoman by Phil Jimenez. Really dig me some Phil Jimenez. If you don't know who he is, you should check out his stuff. Little George Perez influence there. And new Superman rounds out your super stuff for the week. This book picks up in sales more and more every issue, so if you've been dragging your heels on this, you might want to grab this latest issue and see what all the buzz is about. Everybody digging new Superman. Suicide Squad with a cool cover by one of my favorite guys, John Romita Jr. Enough said on Suicide Squad. The Flash, DC's big TV superstar. This is another one that is selling like crazy, so if you're one of the 3 people not reading Flash, you need to jump in on this latest issue. Get caught up. Fun stuff. Hal Jordan is your Lantern book of the week. Cool Blue Lantern cover there. Red Hood and the Outlaws. I've really been digging this book because, well, it's got Bizarro. I love me some Bizarro, and you really don't see enough of him. So it's fun to see him in this title. Titans is your Teen Titans book of the week. Nightwing in there. And Deathstroke. This one might be flying under your radar, but again, it's been really solid. Good stories, good art. Sort of the darker side of the DCU. Justice League of America Rebirth, number 1. It's your first issue Rebirth book for the week. Spins out of the Justice League Suicide Squad stuff. I know a lot of you are excited to see a book with Lobo. Always cool to see Bat teams. Justice League Power Rangers number 2. Number 1 just totally flew out of here. All this Power Rangers stuff has been huge. If you're not following their current Boom title, you really need to get in on that. Everybody looking forward to the new movie. Earth 2 Society is your sort of non-rebirth, other universe stuff. Cool Batman cover. Deadman. Cool prestige format. This is number 3 of 3. We've got the other 2 in stock. Yeah, it's a little pricey, but cool cardstock cover. Great art in this book. You don't see too much of Deadman these days. Big Deadman fan, so grab that first issue, and if that grabs you, then pick up the other 2. Scooby Apocalypse is your Hanna-Barbera reboot book for the week. Really been encouraging you guys to grab Scooby Apocalypse, Future Quest, Flintstones, Wacky Raceland. Doing a really great job reinventing all this stuff. There's a trade paperback for the first few issues of Scooby. We've got the recent issues to catch up to this one. Fun stuff. And The Lost Boys is your Vertigo book of the week. Rounding out your DC stuff. Always a good week for those guys. Good week for the Marvel guys, too. We've been talking a lot about the events they got going on. This is Inhumans vs. X-Men number 4. Can't say enough about how huge this book is. Number 2 just exploded. Number 3 totally sold out. Everybody's waiting on this one, number 4. Cool stuff. There's no other IVX tie-ins this week, so just that one with that cool Magneto cover. Uncanny Inhumans is your MU Monsters Unleashed book for the week. That about does it for the event books from Marvel, but as always, they've got lots of huge things to talk about, like this guy, Unworthy Thor. A little bit like IVX, the first issue just totally disappeared. This book has been red hot, and it's a mini, so it's rounding out. So you're going to want to grab those first few issues, catch up to this one. You do not want to wait for the trade paperback on this. Big stuff happening in this book. Kingpin #1. They're expanding the Daredevil corner of the Marvel Universe these days. Bullseye got a book last week. Kingpin gets his book this week. You can read more about this one in our newsletter. There's an Elektra title coming around the corner. Been talking up Daredevil for a long, long time. If you're new to Daredevil and the Netflix stuff, you should be checking out these new titles as they roll out. If you're an old fan like I am, well, then you're just super stoked to get more Daredevil-related stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy. Another big movie people are anticipating. Another title that's super red hot. Another title with great stories and great art. Bendis has been doing an excellent job with Guardians. Don't think he's been getting the notoriety on this that he got on Avengers and X-Men and things, but this book's been a whole lot of fun. Jump in at number 15 for all this grounded stuff. Jessica Jones, number 5. Going to talk a little bit about the women of Marvel. See, they're calling about their new books right now. That's how excited everybody is. Jessica Jones, all new Wolverine, Black Widow, one of my all-time favorite women of the Marvel Universe. This title has also been really, really cool. So if it's flying under your radar, grab the recent issue and just jump right in. Miss Marvel, one of the biggest books Marvel has these days. Her and Mighty Thor sort of launched this whole Women of Marvel thing, along with this gal, the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. This is another one that not a lot of people are picking up, but the folks that are reading it are really enjoying it. So if you're looking for something a little lighter, a little more fun, a little not so much apocalyptic, end of the world kind of stuff, try out some Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Totally Awesome Hulk. Another book that's been really huge, big hit for Marvel these days. Another one of their, new takes on an old character. A couple of Doctor Strange books this week. Doctor Strange and the Masters of the Mystic Arts. And Doctor Strange teaming up with Punisher. Might seem a little weird to have Punisher and Doctor Strange teaming up, but this book's been a whole lot of fun. And a couple of comedy books. We got Deadpool the Duck and Fool Killer as your Deadpool-related things for the week. And last but not least is Star Wars Dr. Aphra. Huge fan of all this Star Wars stuff that Marvel's been doing. Encourage you guys to check out the ongoings like this one and Star Wars and Poe Dameron. Now they've got a Darth Maul mini. If you're a Star Wars fan, you definitely want to be getting up on this. Cool AT-AT cover there. Not any Dark Horse books to talk about this week, which makes me sad, but I will jump right to the Image guys then. Moonshine, number 5, is a book you've been waiting for. Image has a whole new generation of books exploding out of comic shops like Moonshine and Reborn, Monstrous, Paper Girls. So if you don't know anything about any of those, you want to get up on that. Black Science is my favorite Image book. This is one I've been talking about for quite a while. If sort of a dark, pulpy sci-fi kind of thing. If you're a Fantastic Four fan like I am, this might be a book you want to check out. Birthright. It's one of your favorite Image books. Again, if you're an Image fan, this one might be flying under your radar, but grab that Image First #1 or just grab the first trade paperback and catch up. This book's been really cool. And The Wicked and the Divine rounds out your Image stuff. This is another one you've been waiting for. Oops, sorry, I got one more to talk about. Spawn. Yes, Spawn. This is number 270. I get asked about Spawn all the time, and more in the recent days with 90s comics kind of coming back to the fore. People aren't really aware that Spawn still rolls. Todd McFarlane's still totally involved. The book is still totally cool. So if you used to like Spawn back in the day, grab the latest issue and see what's going on these days. John Carter The End is my Dynamite book this week because I'm a huge fan of Warlord of Mars. And I'm really enjoying what Dynamite does with all their John Carter stuff and Red Sonja, pretty much anything. If you're a fan of licensed stuff, of property books, go to the Dynamite website and find the Dynamite book for you. Cool classic science fiction there. This one is sort of at the end of John Carter's days. Fun stuff. And Shadow Man from the Divinity stuff is my Valiant book of the week. Always encouraging you guys to have a Valiant book on your list. This Divinity stuff's been very cool. Used to love Shadow Man back in the day. And a good week for the kids' books, too. Guardians of the Galaxy is your Marvel All Ages title for the week. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You is your DC All Ages book. Mickey Mouse, back in action, looking like the Rocketeer. Been saying what a great job IDW has been doing with the Disney stuff. Great to see them back in comics. And SpongeBob SquarePants is your last All Ages book of the week. Like I say, great week for all the kids stuff. Really great week, lots of great stuff. So check those shipping lists, get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. Want to mention that this weekend is the second of our publisher sales for the month. It's the Dark Horse Image IDW Dynamite sale. Fans of this video know I'm always talking up the Dynamite stuff. You guys have lots of your favorite Image books. I'm always saying that every publisher has books that everybody should be checking out. So I really push this sale and the indie sale for next weekend. I know I got a lot of Marvel and DC guys always pushing you guys to try something new, something different. So the 4 publishers, Dark Horse, Image, IDW, Dynamite, all 25% off this weekend. Everything that's not new this week. So get in this weekend and pick up something new, fun, and exciting. Try out something a little different. That's all we got for you for this week. You can check us out at Facebook. Check us out at blackcatcomics.biz. Check out our cool YouTube channel. Check out our podcasts at soundcloud.com. Or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.